Hello, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Hello, testing, testing.
Okay, sorry about that. I just said a whole bunch of stuff that you guys couldn't hear. Let me start over. Sergio, today we are doing a brand new map. I'm starting a brand new map from scratch with you guys. Thanks, Sergio. So we're not playing today. Tomorrow is going to be the playing live stream. But if you want to know how maps are made, if you want to know how to use UEFN, if you want to be a part of making this map, that's what we're doing today. We're doing that on Thursdays for a while and see how it goes. And last week I was working on a map that I'm almost finished with you guys. But I thought I had an idea for a new map and I need to pump a new one out really quick. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of start from scratch with you guys, show you what the process is. Maybe you guys can give me some opinions on what I should put in the map and what I shouldn't put in the map and so on and so forth. What's up, Mr. J? Yes, you and your friends can help for sure. So, and then after we're done with the map, my play testers can help me play test it. So here's my idea for this new map, and I'm literally going to start it from scratch, and I'm going to show you guys what the whole process is over the next so many live streams, okay? So first process is you got to make a map. You got to make a board. So we're going to go into, oh, these are new. These are brand new. They just dropped some new stuff, really exciting stuff in the UEFN yesterday for this year, 2024. But we're not going to get into that today. We're going to start a new map. So usually I go for the blank map here. Okay, so you pick the blank map, and then you want to name it. So this new map, as you can see, what's up, Broken? Missed the jump scare. Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. So the new map is going to be called Villains University. Aim Trainer. Okay, so I have a idea. I don't know if that's spelled wrong. Trainn. No, there's too many N's, I think. Trainer. That looks good to me. It doesn't matter. No one else is going to see this but you guys. I'll change the name later. So, okay, so this is how we make a map from scratch. And I'm going to change the settings in just a second so you guys don't have my camera glitching out. And if my camera keeps glitching out, I'm just going to remove it. What's up? What's up, Need? How you doing, man? I'm showing you guys how to make a brand new map from UEFN. If you guys have a computer, I've gotten very familiar with it. I would love for you guys to start making maps with me and on your own. And I can now answer a lot of questions that you may have and save you from a lot of the issues that I had when I was starting, because there just wasn't a lot of information to go from when I was starting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into engine scalability settings. And we're going to change all of these to medium just for the live stream. Okay, because we need to make sure the live stream doesn't lag. And with me running the streaming software I use and all the other stuff, it gets a little laggy. So we're going to do that. That should change the settings. It's not going to look as nice, but that's okay. No, we're not going to worry about that. What operating system do you run, Wayne? Okay, so this is Windows 11 or 10, whatever the newest one is. And then this is UEFN, which is a free download from the Epic Shop. Anybody can download this. All right, so hopefully that'll fix my camera. If my camera keeps glitching out, we're going to remove that. Everybody hit the like button for me and share it out. Appreciate it. We want to get a nice little crowd in here for these on Thursdays. So as you can see, you guys are going to be starting a brand new map with me. There is nothing here except a couple spawn pads and the island settings logo thing here. Okay, so this is my idea for the map, as you've seen the thumbnail. Thumbnail looks pretty cool, right? What's up, Brian? How's it going, man? Good to see you. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We have a map, okay? I've written a code. Well, I've used copied a code and then altered it and whatever have you a little bit. And essentially what it does is it allows me to take a prop, any kind of prop, and make it move and disappear and appear at different places in the map. And when you shoot that prop, the faster you shoot it, the higher score you get. Okay, so if you kill it within 1 second, you get a high score. The highest score, you kill it in 2 seconds, it's a little lower. 3 seconds, a little lower. Before 5 seconds, a little bit lower. And after 5 seconds, you get no score. So here's my idea. I'm going to create a bunch of shooting range galleries, okay? Like alleys, like a shooting range, like at a gun range. And there's going to be a bunch of different ones. And this prop is going to disappear every time you hit it and reappear somewhere else. And it can appear at different distances, different heights, and different horizontals, the X, Y's, and Z's, okay? Oh, nice, man. Did you have fun on your fishing trip? So, this camera is still kind of being a little weird, so I'm going to give it just another minute to try to catch up with itself. If it doesn't, I might just get rid of it. Yeah, I'm going to just get rid of that camera. I think that'll be more beneficial. Give me just a second. Bye-bye, camera. Or you know what I could do? I could just do this, maybe. Hold on a second.
Your phone won't let me chat.
Oh, no.
I wonder if I need to update YouTube.
Let me try that. Give me just a second. I'm just switching my camera. This isn't going to have the green screen to it, unfortunately. I got to find a new program that has that, but that's okay. We're going to just get rid of this. And then hopefully that will trigger my... There we go. Alright, so you guys are going to see my whole ordeal here, but that's okay. Hey, appreciate it. Alright, Sergio. Sounds good. Brian, good to see you. Sergio, come on back if you want. We're going to be going through a lot of new stuff here, so it'll be pretty cool. Alright, so that hopefully will stop the camera from glitching. Alright, so you didn't catch any fish? Oh no, that sucks, dude. We're gonna have fish for dinner tomorrow. Okay, so what this is gonna do is this is gonna let us take any prop. So we can go into the prop gallery here, right? And any prop, and this is where I'm gonna need your guys' help, okay? Any prop we see, I can make appear. So like I'll just go into props here, and I'll go into toy. Okay, so like, for example, this. Okay, I can make this like float into different places, and then you shoot it, and it disappears, you get points, and then it goes to a new place, alright? So, this is my idea, though. My idea is, it's Villains University, right? Aim training. So, my idea is to have good guys, okay, so we have this really cool device here. If we go into devices, we have this really cool device, and it is called... Let me see if I can resize this window a little bit better here so that my screen's not cut off so much. Oh, that just does that. Yeah. That's alright. Okay, anyway, so if you go in here, you got this guard spawner. Now, they've made a really cool thing, and it's called an NPC spawner. And the NPC spawner is awesome, but it's super complicated, and it's great for doing more complex things like creating an NPC that you can talk to, so on and so forth. But we just want to have a guy that's going to shoot at you while you're trying to shoot the targets. A guy that you can also shoot, potentially. So the way I'm thinking this is going to go is there's going to be a time limit, maybe 2 minutes per section. And then when you get as much score as you can within that 2 minutes before you move on, each section will have a new guy, a new theme, and a new gun, okay? So, this is where I need your guys' help. Okay, so we got this guy here. Now, if you come over to here, and you go into the character cosmetics, right here. Okay, we're going to go down. Now, you see this list here? Hey, there's the Stro Life. Okay, we see this list here. So, this is where I need you guys' help, because I don't know who the good guys are. So, I want to have, like, the most iconic good guys that we can have in order for you to be a villain. You're going to be the villain. You're going to try to kill the good guy and their target, okay? Now, I need to know who the good guys are, because I don't know them all, okay? So, here's the list here, and we really want, like, really, really good guys. Like, typical good guys. Like, I don't know if they have him, but let's try Twist. Okay, so no, that's not. What's the guy? What's the ice cream guy's name? What's the ice cream guy's name? That's right, Brian. You get a big one, bro.
Softy?
No, that's the ice cream truck that comes to our house since we were kids.
Oh, in the game?
Yes. Oh my God. All right, we got Alpine. Oh my gosh. I know Jonesy. Jonesy is a very well-known good guy. Right? So Jonesy. All right, so we can use Jonesy for one. All right. So my thinking is we got to have props that go along with him though. So I don't know what props go along with Jonesy. That's the only problem. Let's try. See, I'm looking for someone that I can put a nice quick theme to. So like that one mechanic girl, because then anything related to racing, garages, anything like that, I can put in there. This guy, right? Beef Boss. He's a good guy, right? So like if we use Beef Boss, what's the name of Beef Boss's what's the hamburger restaurant called? Let's see here. Let's go to props. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Chonker Speedway, Craggy Cliffs, Fortilla, Frenzy Farms, Happy Hamlet. What's that?
Durr Burger.
Durr Burger?
Mm.
How do you spell that?
Durrr.
Durrr?
Yeah.
No. Let's try burger. No. Let's try.
Burger.
No. Let's go to the full Fortnite thing here. Okay, so we got some stuff here. Now we got it. Durr Burger. Okay. So, what we could do is we got a half wall here, right? So we could put this half wall in. Alright, we can spin that puppy around there. So this could be like our shooting range wall, where the guy essentially shoots from, okay? And then we could have this guy in the behind it, okay? And he's gonna be shooting at you. I'm gonna keep him up front for now, though. Okay, so we got this. Okay, so and we got some props that we can use. So what we're gonna want is the half wall without the sign, because we're gonna make this probably like 5, maybe 3 long, something like that, because we want it to be able to move side to side, up and down, back and forth. Okay, so we'll do about there, and then we'll do another one on the other side. Okay, there's our wall that you're going to be shooting from. Now we need the main walls. So we're going to go with, we'll go with this here. And we're going to spin that. We're going to bring that over here. If it'll let me. There we go. Alright. So now we're going to make these. We're going to make these go. Do we have a plain wall to go with it? The same style. Do we have a plain wall with the same style to go above it? We do, I think. Oh, what is that? That's weird. Alright, we'll keep that for a second. Let's see if there's another one. Maybe this one? Now that's like the bathroom wall. I want a wall just like this one here without the stripe. So let's see what else we got here. Excuse me. Oh, we got this. Alright, so I could use this wall instead of this one. So this is what I usually do when I'm trying to pick a theme for something, is I just kind of gather everything that I can within that idea and then just kind of make a choice from there. What about this one? No, what is... I've never even seen this wall before. I don't even know what that is. Alright, I don't think we're going to find what I'm looking for. So we may have to double the wall and go double high with it, which I didn't really want to do. But that's one thing about making these maps. Sometimes you just got to kind of cope with what you have. So, I think, let's see here. This has the blue trim. Let's get rid of this here. And let's bring this down. We're going to keep this one. Now, we want it to go high. And I'll explain why. We want it to go higher because we want the target to go up high. So you can practice your aim going up and down, left and right, and in depth. X, Y, and Z. Alright, so let's try this. Let's try this. So we're going to take this piece of wall here. Let's see what it looks like if we stretch it. So blue is typically height. So it's 1.0. Let's double it and see if it looks weird. Okay, we could deal with that. We could deal with that. See, now we just modified one of Fortnite's pieces. Easy as that. And we know, because it's an even number, that another piece will stack on top of it if we wanted to, although I'm not going to want to, but if we wanted to, this should fit right on top of there. Nice and neat. And it does. Alright, so let's see what it looks like if we go to 3. Because I want it to be... I don't think that looks too bad. Because I want it to be high. You know, I want it to be to where you can shoot high and low. Alright, so we'll try it at 3. And we're going to want this to probably be like maybe 15 deep. Something like that. So we're going to just copy a few of these here. We'll go 5 over. Then we'll be able to do this and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got all 5. We double that one, and now we can move that whole thing where it doesn't need to go. We'll try it again. Ah, almost had it. Come on, man. See, this never really happened until recently. I don't know why this started happening recently, but... Alright, that should be it there. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and do that one more time. Go one more out. Now, the reason I'm doing this is, again, I want the people to be able to shoot at different distances. Alright, there we go. So we should have 15 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. 15 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. So now we can just take this whole thing here. And we're just going to copy this whole wall. Like so. And we're going to duplicate that by doing Control D. And then we're going to move that to the other side and flip it. And I'm wondering if I should make this just a little bit bigger here. Maybe I should go 4 across. No, we'll go 5 across. We'll go 5 across. 5 across. Because I want to have that piece in the middle here. Now, when you're playing this, my idea is to have a barrier here, so you won't be able to go into this area at all, okay? So we're going to just take this and move it over. We'll take this and move it over. Yeah, because otherwise you'd be able to just jump right over this thing, and obviously we don't want you to do that. I might even make it to where you're stationary during the whole thing too. I'm not sure yet, but okay, so there we go. So here's our shooting range. You're going to be standing about where this guy is here. This guy is going to be inside the shooting range, though, shooting at you. So here's the shooting range. We're going to go ahead and put the back on it as well. So we'll take a couple of these pieces. We need 5 of them. So we'll take 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to dupe them. And we'll rotate them and move them over there. Alright, there we go. Now we are going to need the floor. So we'll go back into that same gallery and see if we can find the floor. And I just realized too, we're going to need this to extend out. So we're only going to bring it out two of them, just to give the person a little bit of room. There we go. We'll dupe that and move that over. If I can get it to work with me here. Alright, there we go. Move it over. Beautiful. And then we're going to just take this wall here. We're going to dupe this one and move this one over. Any of you guys in here ever tried to make a map? Ever? Even in just regular Fortnite? Alright, there we go. Now we're going to need a way in, so we'll worry about that later. But I'm probably going to put... I'll either make a teleporter to go in here, or... You know what? I'm going to get rid of this, actually. I'm going to get rid of this just so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, I'm not going to have that there because it blocks the view of putting everything else in. Alright, so we need a floor real quick, and then... Let's see if we can find a floor. We have this as a floor. That'll probably be what we use. We also have this as a floor. And we have this as a floor. Okay. Do we have the full black one? That is a full... Nope, that's a different one. We got... Oh, we got the grill sergeant. We could use him. We got sizzle sergeant too. Which one would you guys prefer to see? Man, my chat's dropping fast. It's okay. We're going to get people in here that like Uefn and that create maps. So, you know, hopefully at some point it'll switch over and, you know, pick up. But, okay, so what would you guys prefer to see as the person here? Would you rather see this guy or Sergeant, Sizzle Sergeant, this one, or Grill Sergeant? Which one would you guys rather shoot at? Beef Boss, Grill Sergeant, or Sizzle Sergeant? So if you were a bad guy, which one would you prefer to try to kill? Is the question. Alright, so I know right off the bat, I'm not going to go with this floor. Because it's like half floor and a half floor. We're not going to do that. And it doesn't have the other half of the floor. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to bring this floor into the player area. The shooting area. Like this. Just like you're in the restaurant, right? And then we'll make this one the target area. And then maybe I should even... so we'll do that soon. Okay, so we're going to make this floor first. So simply enough, easiest way to do it, you dupe it. Alt-D. Get a nice little few of them here. Like so. And then we just shift and click on them to select more than one. This is stuff, guys, it took me forever to learn. Like these little things. Hey, what's up, Jake? Remember, shout out, Jake. I need your help, man. Nobody's being interactive with me, and I'm trying to make this an interactive process. So I'll explain what we're doing here. I'm making a new map from scratch. I just started this map. I wanted it to be a map that you guys all influenced and gave opinions on and stuff, but nobody seems to care about my giving opinions, so I could use your help. This will be Jake's board, apparently, because no one else wants to give input on it. So the map is going to be called Villain University Aim Trainer. Okay, so the idea of the theme is essentially, it's kind of like, if you ever seen Minions before, where they had like the area where you train to be a bad guy kind of thing. I think that was in Minions. Kind of like that idea. Okay, this is specifically one area of the university though, where you learn how to aim. And you learn how to shoot and you learn by shooting good guys. Okay, so you're the bad guy shooting the good guys. So, I have a code in verse where it lets you take a prop and move. That prop moves by itself, and it moves in depth, it moves in height, and it moves in width, horizontal. So X, Y, and Z axes. And what happens is, as soon as you shoot that prop, you get a score. The faster you shoot it, the higher score you get. And as soon as you shoot it, it appears somewhere else. So it appears, stays there till you shoot it, appears somewhere else. So my idea is I'm going to have it to where you have different good guys in Fortnite. And essentially, each shooting range area is going to be a different good guy with his theme, okay? And you're going to be shooting one of his props that are related to him. So I've picked the first guy as this dude right here, and he's attached to the Durr Burger. His name is Beef Boss, okay? So I want to know, should I use Beef Boss, Grill Sergeant, or Sergeant Sizzle? Okay, so these are the people. Sergeant Sizzle. Right there, the Grill Sergeant, or the Beef Boss. Now, these guys are going to be shooting at you while you're trying to shoot the target, okay, to make it more fun. And the way the game itself is going to work is you're going to have like a 2-minute time limit per area. Once you finish that, and you're going to try to get a highest score as you can by shooting the targets as fast as you can to get a higher score. And once you reach like 2 minutes, your timer will go off, and you'll go to the next area, whether that means a door opens and you walk to the next area, or that means you teleport there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I usually figure that stuff out as I go. The Grill Sergeant. All right, we'll use the Grill Sergeant. Okay, so we're going to use the Grill Sergeant then, and that is as simple as going down here, clicking on him, and clicking on this right here. And there's the Grill Sergeant. Alright, so we'll use the Grill Sergeant. And then we can give him item list associated with the device. So I'm pretty sure these are the items that he's going to get. But we'll worry about that later. Or it's the item he's going to drop. I'm not positive about that. I'm pretty sure it's the item he's going to get, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so this is the guy. All right, cool. We're going to use him. We'll move this back over here so you guys can see more of the screen. All right, so we're going to use him. We got the floor already. I just got to finish laying it out. And, you know, guys, I will tell you this much. There is the potential to make a lot of money making these maps. A lot. There's also the potential to make them and nobody plays them. But I'm going to tell you right now that making these maps gives you a shot to make some serious freaking money. And if I was you guys, I'm just saying, I would really be considering trying to learn how to do this to make these maps. There's people making like hundreds of $1,000s a month on a map. There's some people making like $1 million a month. Like, it's no joke. No joke. But, you know. Alright, so here's this. Okay, so now we need one last thing, right? We need a... Okay, here's my question. Next question for the chat. Should we have a roof or should we leave it... Well, it's a university, right? So it should be indoors, right? Do you think we should have a roof on it or do you think we should leave it open sky? What do you guys think? A roof or open sky? Kind of thinking we should have a roof, yeah. Because it's supposed to be like in a university, right? In like a bad guy training facility. So, you know, honestly, for the roof, I'm not going to actually do the roof, I don't think. Or should I? Nah, because you're not going to see that from the outside anyways. So I think, honestly, what I'm going to do for the roof is I'm just going to take the... Let's see if they actually have a roof in here. No. Did I spell that wrong? I'm so bad at spelling. Okay, so they don't have an actual roof. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just literally take the floor and make it the roof. That's right. You're right. There you go. You're getting into the theme of it now. All right. All right, so we're going to have to do this then. So here's a little trick that I learned, but it doesn't work super well. Control-Alt. Is that it? Maybe it's not Control-Alt. Control... It's Control something. Maybe it's just Alt. No. Control-Alt. I thought that... Oh, that is it. Okay. So, we can do this, and we can select this. This is something that doesn't always work well, because the problem is that it doesn't select everything based on your angles. It gives you a complete regular, you know, shape. So we can get a good amount of it, maybe. Alright, we got that much of it. Let's see if we can zoom out and get more so we don't have to like click every single one of them. The only problem is sometimes this selects the underlying map there. This part. And we don't want it to select this part. So, alright, let's try it one more time. Let's see how many we can get here. See, it misses a lot because of the angle. Get most of them. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to duplicate it. And we are going to raise the roof. So, you know, in this situation, we're just going to use the pre-existing floor for the roof. And let's see how this looks. It is what it is. You know what we could do? Let's see what else we have in this gallery here, because this is another new trick that I learned before we click off of it. So if we... oh, there's this wall here. This wall kind of looks a little like... Where did it go? This wall, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so this wall here has this texture to it. So what I can do is I can take it and I can copy this texture. This is something really new that I've learned recently. And then we could take it and, now the problem is we selected all these before, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get them all again here. We're going to try. We're going to try. Oh, we got a good amount of them. Alright. And we're going to try to put that on the bottom of this here. We're going to still have to do a few of them, but oh, that's the top. But that's okay. No one's going to see the top. We're still going to have to do a few manually, but let's see how this looks. Oh, no, I selected these two. That's okay. I think that looks pretty good. Alright. I think we're good with that. Okay.
What?
Alright, we'll change these ones back.
Just took you out. Lay down. You are. You are fine. Yes, you are.
Alright, we're going to get rid of this. Alright, so then we're going to take this and we are going to take this whole row here. We're going to duplicate that row. Bring it over. Again, we're going to have to fill in a few spots, but that's alright. We eliminated most of the work, and again, you have no idea how long it took me to figure out how to do this stuff. Little things, man. Little things. Damn, son, chill out. Alright, then we can just take this and move it over. Dramatic. And then we'll go down here. Not that anyone's going to see down this far, but you know. And then we'll just multi-paste it. Alright, so they should all be uniform now. Alright, there we go. We'll continue that back to here. All the way back. You know, and I'm doing this, and I usually never put a roof on something until I'm done putting everything in there. Yeah, I'm gonna. It makes it a lot easier to work on things without the roof on it. So I'm gonna just select as much of this as I can, and woo, and I'm gonna just drag it off. I'll leave the other stuff there. This is my little piece. And I'll just drag it back over when we're done working on everything. Okay, so I didn't need a second one of these guys, sir. Alright, so we got this. Okay, so now we're going to simply choose a prop that goes along with the burger place. So What prop can we use to shoot at? Well, I already seen this burger, so let's check that out, and we'll look at that. That's a pretty dang good prop right there, honestly. Let's see what else we got. That might be about it. We got these party balloons. And being that this is an earlier on map, and we can adjust the size of these. This is just a sign. So I think it's a choice between the party balloons or the burger. Personally, I think I'd go with the burger. I think I'd just make it bigger. You know, maybe we could do something like we'll go 3. Maybe even bigger than that. Maybe we'll go 5. You know, and then we just have this burger like appearing at different places. So you know, and it's gonna it'll show up at different depths, heights, and horizontally. So I think that's it. I think that's it for this. Yo, what's up, Pixels? Why aren't you streaming on Kick? Oh man, I kind of stopped streaming on there because my chat got stretched out between Kick and YouTube, and you know, I was using YouTube to pull people into Kick, and then I pulled so many people into Kick that people stopped coming into YouTube, like new people, you know. So I decided it'd be better to just kind of go back and rebuild YouTube up, you know. How you been doing, man? Alright, so I think we're going to go with the burger. We'll adjust the size and stuff later. That's no big deal. So we'll go ahead and take that. That's going to be our prop that we're going to use. And, yeah, that's it. That'll be our prop that we're going to shoot at. Okay, so this area is practically done. Now, you know, I'm going to probably do a couple small things here, like, you know, just to kind of go with the theme a little bit more. Maybe I'll put, I don't know. Maybe I'll put, what's this? It's a sign, so we put that up here and, you know, kind of just go along with the theme a little bit. I'm assuming that lights up. I'm going to take this other sign here. Where is the sign? Alright. And then we could just flip this around by hitting 7. That rotates it for us. And we're going to want to make sure these are kind of lined up here. And I want them to kind of be lined up with this area here, because I don't want that prop to potentially move and go over one of these and you know what I mean, get in the way. So we're going to even this out just to kind of make it a little more even. And then we're going to take the X, I believe right is X, copy and paste that over there. Nope, we're not going to do X, because that's going to move it that way. So we need green, which is Y, I believe. I feel like I just clicked the same sign twice. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this should be this way. Do you have to code in UEFN? No, you don't have to, man, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to show people that how to do everything, because it took me a long time to learn this stuff. There's still a lot of stuff I don't know, but I know a lot of it now. And yeah, that's one of the big reasons I'm doing this. I'm trying to show you guys how to do this stuff, because there is some really good money to making maps. And even if you don't care about the money, you know, what's better than making a map that you want to play? You know, instead of having to try to find something you like out of what somebody else is making. Make it yourself, you know what I mean? So I'm showing everybody the process. So if you have questions or you know, want to learn how to do this stuff. Again, I'm not the best at it. I haven't been doing it forever, but I've been doing it long enough. And you know what I just decided? So this is something cool that I've just recently learned. Now, you can use code, and I'm going to be using code in this map, but there's places you can find code, and, you know, the more you see it, the more you kind of learn how to do it. I'm still new at it. But see how this one turns? This one doesn't, okay? So what I want to do is I want to take this one and swap it out. So I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to go to replace selected. Now this one here, right here, see it says spin. So we want that. So now I click that, and I don't have to move that other one over and rematch it up and redo all that stuff. It just replaced it with the one that I last had. I could just as easily replace this with anything. If I right click and go to replace, anything that I more recently clicked on, and if what I want isn't in here, I can just click on it, and then it'll be in here. But I could easily replace it with the burger. You know what I mean? Now, if you screw anything up in here, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, all you got to do is Control Z, and it'll redo the last thing that you did. So, alright, so now, yeah, we're just kind of decorating now. This area is pretty much done. I already have my bad guy here. He's going to be shooting at, or my good guy, he's going to be shooting at you. You're the bad guy, essentially. And then this is the target. So this is going to be moving around. The faster you shoot at it and hit it, the more score you get. And then you try to generate the most score you can within 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you move to the next section. And this is the first area of the Villain University. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll keep these balloons here. You know, we'll just float them in the air somewhere, just for a little decoration. I don't want to put anything in the actual shooting range. Excuse me, because this object is going to be moving in all directions of that shooting range. So it's going to be moving in every square. It could show up at any square. So I don't want to have an object there that's potentially going to be blocking your shot. Okay? So let's see if there's any other quick little props we can put in here. You know, we can do stuff like this too. We can get creative. So we could take this, which is a big thing, right? And we could just put it over here. Now, I haven't decided if you're going to teleport in or go through a door. But, you know, we could have that there, you know. We could even, if we wanted to, we can make it smaller and go 0.5. And now it's just a cute little tiny prop that's not going to be in anything's way, you know what I mean? And then that way, if I do want to put a door in and use the door system, because I'm probably going to have a pre-game area somewhere, that I can just easily put a door in this wall here, you know? So yeah, we're just going to kind of decorate it just a little bit here. Boom, you know what I mean? So now it's really kind of feeling like that theme that we're going for, you know? And you want to kind of have that kind of scenario where you have a theme. Do a half wall corner. Let's try this here. And then, you know, you can do a couple things like this and take one of these. Now you have a pillar, and again, you're just kind of going with the theme. So we're just going to go height on this, okay? So height is blue, and we already know the wall is 3, so let's see if this matches to 3, and it does. All right, so boom, we got a cool little pillar, kind of goes with the color scheme of the wall. And what I could even do, potentially, let's see if it works, I could take this wall here, because if you notice, this part here is lighter blue, and this is darker blue. So let's see if we can match it up exactly by copying this texture, bringing it over here. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. We could take this and paste it in. Nope, see, it didn't work that time. It's okay, you screw something up, Control Z, back where you started, no harm, no foul. So we do like this, though. We're going to take this, and we're going to move this over. We'll put it like, you know, try to make it somewhat coordinated here. Yeah, you know, something like that, maybe. So how cool would it be if we had the place you get your gun as the counter. Right? That'd be pretty cool. So maybe if we do that, we can take, and most of this stuff just comes to me as I'm doing it. And if you guys make maps, it's going to be the same thing, man. You're going to be making it, and most of the stuff will come to you as you're making the map. It'll come to you naturally. So, like, boom, he's got to get a gun, right? We're going to give a different gun per area. So, there you go. Okay, there's your place to get a gun. Now, the only thing is we're going to probably want to shoot from here, right? So, in this situation, maybe we put the counter behind us. So you come to this counter, again, there's going to be a wall right here where this opening is. That's going to all be a wall. So you would come here, get your gun from the register, you know, turn around, shoot the target. I would use UEFN, but my laptop can't handle the graphics. Well, you can adjust it. You can adjust it. I adjusted it for the live stream pixel. So if you go into your settings here, it's still a very big thing, though, so you might still have trouble, but you might be okay if you go into your settings, you go to engine scalability, and you go down to medium, and you just change everything. It slows it down a lot, because I wouldn't be able to do this live stream if I didn't do that. Typically, without the live stream, all my stuff is in the epic or cinematic area, like around here, you know. But for the stream, I have to turn it down so it doesn't lag. All right, so yeah, we're developing ideas as we go. So we're gonna take our guy here. We'll move him back. Now he is gonna be in the shooting range area, but I don't want to take care of that yet. So, and I'm not gonna get into the coding. What I usually do is I usually design. What I used to do is I would do the devices first because I didn't know how the devices worked, and you know I was still learning them, and I didn't want to design everything and screw up on my devices and mess up the whole map, spending weeks designing for nothing. Because I didn't know how to fix stuff back then either. So, you know, now that I pretty much know how all that goes and so forth, and how to fix my mistakes if I make them, and so on and so forth, at this point, what I like to do is design the map first, and then do the devices after that, and coding and all that stuff. I make sure the code works in an empty map with what I'm going to use it for, test it out in an empty map, and then bring it into the new map. So yeah, essentially, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm designing it first here, and then I'll put in the devices. So this part of it, in some boards, the design takes the longest. You know, in most boards, it takes the longest. But in a map like this, it's not going to take as long as it normally would. Yo, what's up, Dallas? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Making a new map here. It's going to be called, as you can see from the thumbnail if you've seen it, Villain University's AIM Training. So my idea is kind of like a bad guy in training thing, kind of like Minions, you know what I mean, where they have like, you train to be a bad guy kind of thing. I think it was the right movie. And in this scenario, you're training, you're aiming in that type of situation, and you're going to be shooting at things that are associated with good guys to get you evil, you know? So, we're designing things based off of the good guys. So, we're going to have a guard spawner with a good guy, and then a themed shooting range around him. So, we picked the grill sergeant here, and his theme is Durburger thing. Okay, so we pretty much have built most of this. It's pretty much done. I'm just going to look quickly here and see if there's any other props I can kind of use to further go with the theme. And I don't think there are. I think we pretty much used them all. So, at this point, I can... Oh, that's a pretty cool prop. We gotta have this one, right? We gotta have this prop. Okay, so we're gonna take this one. We're gonna move this prop over here. And we're gonna shrink it down just like we did the food truck. So we're gonna put it over here. Rotate it so we can see it. We're gonna shrink it down. We're gonna shrink the entire thing down to like 0.5. Beautiful. We're gonna go into here. We're gonna rotate it. Boom. Looks good. I like it. I like it. Oh, we gotta finish the register thing. Okay, so we gotta finish the register. So, Okay, so we need the register stuff. And then we're done with the first area. With the design of it, anyway. Believe me, a lot of this stuff takes much longer than this. This is just a very quick little map that you can throw together, though. That shouldn't take too long. Okay, so we need the registers and stuff, right? So we need like counters with registers and stuff like that. Alright, let's just do the register. Alright, so we'll just put a register in there. Kind of thing. We'll have one open, maybe. And, you know, we'll take this, because this isn't really like the real width of one of their counters, right? Or like a restaurant counter. So we're going to take this, and we're going to see here the width of the counter is the green arrow right there. The green arrow. So we're going to go ahead and take this counter. We're going to take the green arrow. And we're going to go 1.5. No, we're going to need bigger than that. Let's go 3. There you go. Now we got a nice little counter that we can go to. Take this guy and spin it around. And that's going to be where you get your guns. So we're going to leave a little space here. And so I don't forget, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I might actually use one of these instead. I don't know, I guess they're the same. So, okay, we'll just leave it like that. One open, one closed. So, we're going to use an item spawner or granter or something like that. And I may change this, but I'm going to just put this here for now, just so I know that this is going to give you your weapon. And you know what I might actually do is we'll put this up here, right? And then maybe we take a bad guy, like a teacher or whatever. We're going to put him on this side of the counter. So this guy we know is the good guy, right? But maybe we take like this bad guy. This counter seems too tall. Yeah, I guess it's alright. We'll make him a bad guy, so he's the one that gives you the gun. Let's see if we can find like a teacher. No. A boss? No. We need somebody kind of evil. Let's do the shadows. Let's just do the shadows. Shadows are definitely evil. Yeah, we'll just do the shadow guy. And he'll be like an employee of the school kind of thing. And so maybe you'll talk to him. This counter is way too high. I don't know why it's so high. Oh, because this is not an actual counter for registers. This is like an eating counter, I think. Oh, that's why. Huh. Let's see if we can find a different counter here. Could just use something like this maybe, but I feel like it doesn't really fit the theme. We'll just leave that, that's fine. That's good enough. We'll just lower these down here. Come on, bro, you're being a little sensitive here. Ugh. Sometimes you gotta get real close to it and ease it down there. Alright. Easing it down. Alright, so I don't know for sure if this is gonna be what it is yet, but you're definitely gonna get your gun from here. And potentially you'll get it by talking to this guy. Potentially. Not sure about that yet. We're just kind of penciling. This is like the sketching process. You know, and you kind of look and see what your sketch looks like, and you alter it as you go, and that's kind of what we're doing here. But other than that, I think this area is legit done. And it looks good, I think. It looks real good. Alright, so we got that done. Alright, maybe we'll try to get... I don't know. Do you think we should try one more area here? Let me know. What do you guys think? Should we go for one more area? I really wish these poles were the same color as this. That's kind of irritating me a little bit. Oh, look at this stuff. Oh, look at this stuff. Okay, hold on a second. Ooh, this is good. We can have this here. Right? Maybe something like that. Little no admittance thing. We found some new props here. What else we got? Oh, we got some cool posters. Sweet. Alright, we could put some of these up on these walls. They won't affect anything. Maybe we should make them a little bit bigger. You know, let's just make them straight up posters. Like legit. There we go. Sweet. Well, yeah, we'll copy that idea. We should definitely do a couple in the back first. What does this one say? I do 5? I think I did 5. These are not the right restaurant, though. These are different restaurants for... Yeah, this is like the stick place. Let's see here. Now we can do that replace thing. There it is. Alright. What about this? This is that one. Here's another one here, I think. Nope, that's burritos. Alright, there we go. We got a Durr burger there. we'll just leave those because I don't think the rest of these are burger related here. All right, I think that's about it. Maybe we got this guy here. Alright, what do you think, guys? I think that looks pretty good. So now you'll be shooting from here. This thing will be appearing in different places. You would hit it. Target practice. This guy will be shooting at you. He'll be stationary probably halfway down with very, not good aim. I'll program him to where he doesn't have very good aim. Just to kind of give you a little bit of extra goosing, while you're trying to hit these targets. And, yeah, definitely has that restaurant, that Durr Burger theme going on, feel. Still haven't decided if I'm just going to teleport people from one spot to another or if I'm going to put doors in. Only thing is, if I put doors in, let's see what this would look like, actually. I need, the entrance door. Maybe that one there. Let's see what this looks like. Where did it go? Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of, because it's all stretched out. It's gonna look weird. So, I might have to... What if I did this and I put it over here? What if I just stacked it on top of it? I take this, and I put this and then I do something like this. And then I just make it 2 instead of 3. See, yeah, it's not going to line up though. So, I don't know, it's going to look weird in this area if I do that. Because I had to stretch this wall to make it look right. Unless I did some kind of just plain white wall on top of it. But the problem is that there's no... there's no wall like this, just this white brick that I know of, That's like drywall. I just want the plain white brick, and I can't find it. So, I think we may have to use the teleporter to go from room to room. But that's alright. You know what? I actually might switch these out for... the all-white ones here. I hate when stuff is disorganized. Oh, there's the blue one. Look at that. There's the blue one. Check this out. Here we go. We found it. Oh. Why is it so scrawny looking? Huh. Guess it's not like a pillar. Yeah, these are the fat boys right here. You know, that's alright. It's okay. A lot of this stuff is just improvising. And in all honesty, that looks fine. But you know what? We can always make it bigger, right? So let's just grab these both so we can do them both at once. And we'll go like 2 on here. 2 on there. Boom. Now they're not circular, but who cares? They're bigger. And I think they look alright. Matter of fact, maybe we should make 4 of them. Nah, I think we'll keep 2. It looks pretty good. What type of PC am I using? I have an Alienware PC. They're decent, you know. There's definitely ones out there that are better. But as far as a pre-built, because I don't know anything about like putting computers together, you know. I mean, I'm kind of become somewhat tech savvy, but it's mostly with like software and stuff, you know. When it comes to the hardware, I don't even know what's in my computer. You know, people can ramble off their video cards and their drives and their RAM and I'd be like, okay, cool, because I don't know what mine is, yo. I'll tell you what kind of computer it is, but that's about all I can offer you. Alright, so this is it. This area is done. Minus the code, obviously. But I already have the code tested in another map, a blank map. So this is pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to do some of these areas. I don't know how many we're going to do. I want to get this map out as quick as I can because the one I'm working on now is almost done. But I've decided that I'm going to put it in my back pocket and wait until maybe, you know, closer to when school gets out toward the summertime. Because I'd like to have like 3 to 5 maps, preferably 5, obviously, the more the merrier. But I'd like to have a handful of maps already done so that when everybody gets out of school, which is when most people are playing Fortnite, I can release those maps in succession or all at once, one after another. Because that's when most people are going to have the best chance of playing, you know what I mean? And when I'm going to have the best chance of people playing, I should say. But yeah, this is how you make the maps, though, man. You just kind of a bunch of tweaking and fine tuning and being creative, making things, do things that, you know. Because initially I was just using the things as they were, and you know, the more and more I've done it, the more and more I've began to manipulate things to do what I wanted to. Like I wanted to have a 3-stack wall here, but I didn't have the top piece, so I stretched the wall. I made it taller, and it looks pretty dang good, and it fits the theme, the color scheme, and the whole 9. And you know what I mean? You just gotta kind of. It takes a lot of practice. It's just, and like anything else, just like you've gotten good at Fortnite because you played it a lot and you've learned tricks. Same thing goes with this. It's overwhelming when you first start doing it. There's a lot of stuff. But, you know, when it comes down to it, there's more and more people out there that can help now. When I first started doing this, there was barely anybody out there with tutorials and videos, and like, it was really hard to find out how to do this stuff. Really, really, really hard. Where now, you can YouTube so much stuff, so much. Where a lot of the stuff I had to figure out on my own, or take bits and pieces of different information that was given that I found online and put them together to make them do what I wanted it to do. But I'm here. I've done it all. I put in the work. If you want to make maps, man, I will be glad to share my stuff with you that I've learned, and I'd love to have more and more friends that make these maps because, it's something that I'm really into and that I took a lot of time to learn how to do. And, just like anything else, I want to have more people that enjoy doing it, that I know, that I can talk to stuff about, talk to them about with stuff and get ideas from. And although, in all honesty, all of you guys in here, whether you know how to do this stuff or not, can give me ideas. And I've gotten to the point to where I can do most of the stuff. Like if you said, hey, Wayne, it'd be really cool is if you had, some kind of, within reason, obviously, but, hey, what if you had some kind of, like, I don't know, light system in here, or, what if you had a, I don't know, what if you had, like, I can't think of anything offhand, but that's what I'm saying, for you guys to give me ideas and that I'm not coming up with, or if I get stuck on something. You know how many times that I've been stuck on something and I've asked my wife to bounce it off of her, and she doesn't know anything about this stuff, and she either can come up with a very logical explanation or solution, or by talking to her about it, I come up with it on my own. So, yeah, I'm really hoping a lot of you guys get into this with me, whether you want to build the maps or you want to just be a part of the process, or you just want to come hang out with me, man. This is a very cool, chill thing that I can do. Some of it gets a little tense when you start getting into code and stuff like that, but, just designing the map visually is pretty relaxed, and, it lets me be able to talk to you guys where normally I wouldn't be able to do that as well. If I'm playing Fortnite, my focus is really, really on Fortnite, and it's hard for me to be able to just sit here and talk to you guys. Like, if you guys ever wanted to just, like, talk and hang out, this is a great time to do it, because this is me being chill, creating stuff, and which I love to do, and not, like, hyper-focused on playing Fortnite and somebody gonna kill me. Like, there are times where if I'm in the middle of doing something, doing this, I kind of keep going with it so I don't lose my train of thought or my creativity in that moment. But there's 90% of the time, I can just stop what I'm doing, and, I don't got to worry about a reset and getting killed, nothing like that, and, I can just sit here and chat with you. There's different prices on the Alienware Pixel. It depends what models you get, how new they are, the speed of them, so on and so forth. There's affordable ones out there, and then there's super, super expensive ones. It depends how far you want to go with it. But you don't need a super extravagant computer to do this. You just need a decent one. Now if you're going to try to do this while you're streaming, you need a halfway decent computer for that. But if you just want to have a computer to make maps in, you don't need anything super extravagant. You can't do it on a freaking Chromebook, obviously, but you don't have to have an Alienware computer either. My computer's about 4 years old now, I think, and honestly, what I have available in my computer, you can get now with a store-bought computer for half the price, because that's how fast technology has advanced. So, in all honesty, any of you guys, if you bought a brand new computer, store model, Best Buy or whatever, Walmart, chances are with the technology that they have, even a baseline computer should be able to do this, But I would definitely talk, each one of those places, usually, especially Best Buy, has some kind of, like, computer tech guy in there or something like that. I definitely, be like, hey, look, I'm not necessarily looking for a gaming computer, but I do need a computer that can handle, you know, a couple big programs at once, because it does run Fortnite. When you're testing things, you have to run Fortnite and launch your session in here. And actually, I'll try to do that. It may crash in the process, but we're at the end of the stream anyways. But we want to see what it looks like as a Fortnite character, right? That's one of the coolest parts of design in this, is you get to do it and then go in and see what it looks like as a Fortnite character. So I'm going to launch the session. A lot of times that does make my stream crash, so if it does, thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow we will be playing some squads or duos or something like that. I'm really enjoying this new season. And we're going to do a regular stream on Fridays, and this kind of stream on Thursdays, a more chill, mellow one. Fridays is going to be all hyper and doing duos and squads. So, you know, you get to kind of both sides of the deal. So if this cuts off, thanks for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. But if you want to hang out for just a minute, it takes a second to launch. I'll launch it now. And if you're still here and it doesn't cut me off, you'll get to see what we built as in the perspective of Fortnite character. So, and I thought about this too. I thought about maybe making this a first-person shooter, because I can do that. I know how to do that. But I want this to be an aim trainer that allows you to practice, so that when you're playing, you have faster reaction times. You know what I mean? And I am thinking about changing each area with a different gun. I'm probably not going to use a shotgun, because you're going to potentially have areas where it can go deep back. But then again, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just make it to where it doesn't go as far back into the shooting gallery. Maybe I'll make even a shorter shooting gallery for just the shotguns, you know? And then you can just kind of shotgun the targets. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to use for the character and the theme for the next one. I know there's the girl, the mechanic. She's a good guy. And it's really easy to find. I'm trying to find things that have, like, really easy themes, where they have a lot of stuff to go with it. She has a lot of stuff to go with her, like with the garage and the mechanics and everything. So that's easy theme to find. I'm trying to think of some other good guys that would have like a lot of, like, that have had their own known areas. Kind of like the Slurpee dude, you know, like he had that whole Slurpee section, and I could pull a ton of stuff from that Slurpee section in order to kind of coincide with his theme. You know, like the liquid dude, the Slurpee dude. I don't know for sure if he's available in this or not, but that's one of my ideas, though. Alright, let's see if you guys are seeing this. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see what it looks like in-game. Alright, in-game. Now, of course, I didn't do lighting, obviously. There's the guard. I'm going to make him stationary, most likely. Oh, there's a lot of guards. Hopefully that won't kill me. But yeah, I'm going to make him stationary, probably about halfway up the thing there. That burger, I'm going to probably make that a little bit smaller. Because, you know, you kind of got to do this to get an idea of the size of things. You know, you want to come in here. I'm going to have to make sure that the target doesn't go below this half wall. It only goes half wall and up. So you got to kind of come back and forth between here and that, and kind of counter how you can kind of scale things. See how things are working with things. Overall, though, I think it looks pretty damn good. Put something here stationary, a barrier of some kind. But overall, we have pretty much built the first area here. Not the roof, just gotta pull that over. I think it's a done deal. I don't know how many of these areas I'm gonna build. I might, depending on how fast it takes me to build them, if they all go together as fast as this one, I might go like that. You know, it depends, like I said, how readily available the stuff is with the character when you do the theme. Because if I go in here and I go to this guy, like there's a lot of, they put a ton of guys in this thing now. But it is still limited. You know, it doesn't have everybody. And, like, a lot of these guys don't really have... I want it to be a good guy, number one. And number two, like, I don't know the theme for a lot of these people. Like this Bronto dude. Like, does he have an area in the map? Like, I need people that had an area in the map that were good guys. You know, like, this is... this guy, this is his area in the map. See, like, I don't know any of these other people had areas. Now, I can bring a Fortnite character in that's not in here, but this is the easier route to go, and I'd much rather do this if I can. Like, I don't know any of these guys. Okay, here's Farmer Steel. So we could use Farmer Steel, and obviously his theme would be a farm. That'd be easy. And I'm pretty sure he's a good guy. Festival Lace, I don't know if that's a good guy or a bad guy, but I don't know who she is, but I'm assuming that she's, you know, related to, like, the club scenario. So that's an easy theme, having a disco table with, you know, disco balls and all that stuff. Fitness Finisher, again, don't know who that is, but I'm assuming fitness, well, we just make gym-related props and stuff. That's easy. Frontier, he's a version of Jonesy, I think. He would be like a ranch type of scenario. This guy is a mechanic, I think. And then there's a girl mechanic. That's easy, because that's just like garage stuff. Gumshoe, I think, is a good guy. And I could just do like an office, like a detective's office for that. I really wanted it to be like iconic good guys, though. Like really well-known ones, if possible. The more well-known, the better, because I feel like it'd be more satisfying if you're a villain and you're shooting like really well-known good guys, you know what I mean?
What about Meowskull?
Meowskull's a bad guy.
He is?
Yep.
I totally thought he was a good guy.
I know Jonesy's a good guy, but he never has like the whole map is his. You know what I mean? Like that the theme for him would be the whole map. So I don't know how I'd do that one. Lil Whip. Okay, definitely doing Lil Whip. That's his name, babe. It's Lil Whip, not Mr. Frosty. Lil Whip. Definitely gonna do Lil Whip. 100%. Matter of fact, I'm so 100% on him. Like, I wanted to do him before I knew he was in there. I'm so 100% on him. I'm actually gonna do this now. I'm gonna duplicate this now. And add him to it. And this is something that I do a lot, so I don't forget his stuff. Even before I'm ready for it, if I find something I'm afraid I'm going to forget or lose and not be able to find again, I'll come in here and just throw it in an area where I think that it's going to be. And boom, now we got Lil Whip, and I know this whole area is going to be the dessert theme. Because he's definitely what I wanted to do. I'm glad I found him. And let me just finish looking through here. We're down in the L's here. Okay, so we got munitions major. He'd probably be an easy one because we would just need some kind of like military base. That's super easy. So you guys see the direction I'm going with it, though. Hey, Sergeant Green Clover, St. Patty's Day is here, right? Or did we pass St. Patty's Day, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wished me a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Is Shifu a good guy? That'd be cool to have him with some, like, Japanese theme. Are you able to have multiple people work on a project at the same time? Yes, you are. You can have a whole team of people, Pixel. Most people do, actually. I'm one of the people that... I'm one of the few people that design the maps by himself. Well, I can't say one of the few people. Because there's a lot of people that make maps by themselves. But I'm talking, like, the really involved, complex, in-game, like, fully developed games. A lot of those people have a whole team. And some of the very top tier people, most of the very, very top tier people that are making really good games, they work for an actual company that does this for a living. There she is, Sparkplug. Yeah, so I definitely want to have Sparkplug. That was another one that I really was kind of had in mind. But there's definitely a lot of these that I'm going to come back to. I think I have more than enough to be able to make 10 of these areas. So, you know, each area is like 2 minutes. And by the end, you just try to total up as high of a score as you can. And then your score will save. So I have a save device, save your score. Your score will save. And then next time you come in and play, you'll be able to see if you beat your prior score. So, definitely, there's a lot of guys in here now. A lot, man. A lot. Actually, let me exit out of this. I'm really happy that I was able to launch Fortnite without having any issues. Was there any lag in the stream or anything? Because I think that's the first time we were able to do it without having any issues. But I did turn this down a lot, though. Other than that... Oh, the Tomato Head guy. He was another one I was going to do. Tomato Head. Because he has his own restaurant, too. So we're going to just dupe this. Like, I'm just creating areas for... I'm sorry, spawners. For the people that I'm, like, 100% going to do. So the way the maps look in here... And based off of the general gist of the size of this thing, I may do 4 over here, because I got to spread these out a little more. 4 on this side, and 4 on this side. Maybe I can squeeze in 5. Maybe I can do 5 here. This will be number 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. Make it a 10 gallery shooting range. 2 minutes each range, highest score. You know, 2 minutes each range, your score saves. By the way, each area, the stream ran smoothly. Sweet, thanks, Pixel. Hey, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, like I said, man, I'm more than, you know, and a lot of the stuff I can be transferred over into regular creative. You don't have to do UEFN for this stuff. A lot of the stuff that I can show you applies in regular creative as well. It's just different places to go for different things in there. It's not set up like this, obviously. But I am going to put a scoreboard here, so I'm going to do that just before I forget, because the high score, I want it to show up for everybody. And this will look different. I'm going to design it differently. But I'm just going to put this here so I don't forget. We are going to have a scoreboard here so that everybody can see their score. I'm going to change the color on this. So it, yeah, that looks good there. And we'll leave it like that for now, just so I don't forget it's there. And we're probably going to actually take it and make it a bit bigger here. It's a bit too big. And this one do it. Oh, because that's the depth. Want that to stay the same. We just want this to change. Yeah, I might not keep it that big, but there's going to be an area here on this scoreboard. Yeah, I think I'm going to teleport. I think I'm going to teleport people so that I don't have to try to worry about doors and stuff. But yeah, so this is going to be a scoreboard here. We're going to make it a little shorter to make it go underneath the, we'll go 2.5. Make it go underneath that orange there. There you go. Unless I make it go above the orange. What do you think, Pixel? Above the orange or below the orange? I think below the orange, probably. Yeah, I think that looks good there, because then it's eye level with you. Because if it's on the other thing, you're going to be looking way up to see it. So that'll show your score. Every time you kill one of these targets, if you're within the faster you kill it. But if you don't kill it within 5 seconds, you don't get a point. If you kill it in 5 seconds or less, you get different values, though. So the faster you kill it, obviously you kill it in 1 second, you get the fast score. But your total score will be showing up here. And I'll have one of these in each room that shows your score will accumulate. Okay, so if you get 50 points in this room, when you start the next room, you'll still have that 50 points, and you will add on to it. So, all right, that's it, folks. This is what I do with my life now, for the most part. This is why I don't stream as much. And even though I'm not streaming as much and not playing as much Fortnite with you guys, I would love for you guys to transition to this kind of thing with me 1 day a week. I can't stream as much as I used to because this stuff takes so long to do, and it's very, very involved. And it takes a lot of time to do this stuff. That's the big thing. But that doesn't mean I don't want to hang out with you guys. I still want to hang out with you guys. So if you guys could come hang out with me while I'm doing this, we can still hang out together a couple days a week. 1 day doing this, 1 day playing Fortnite, and maybe you guys learn something along the way, and maybe you'll get inspired and make your own maps, and maybe you'll even make some money at it. Who knows? And if not, if you don't want to make maps and you don't make money or whatever have you, hey, we can sit here and talk and chill, and you guys can give me ideas and opinions, and you can help me try to think of things, and you can, when my maps come out, you can be like, man, I helped with this map, like I watched it get built. I was the guy that said, hey, put this poster back here. I came up with that idea. That's a cool thing to say, especially if the map gets super duper popular. You know what I mean? Like, how cool would it be to be like, yo, I was there when he was making that map, and I helped him out. Like, I was the guy that told him to use freaking, he couldn't find a certain thing, and I told him where to find it, or he couldn't figure out how to make this thing work, and I gave him the idea to help him figure it out. Thanks, Pixel. I hope you like it, man. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to do. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and if it does well, I may add to the series. I may make this whole Village University a series, and this may be an aiming trainer. I may make a Villain University parkour trainer, kind of thing, and just do like a whole series of them. Villain University box fight training, stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but appreciate you guys being here. Hope you had fun, and hope you have a good rest of your night. Get some rest and all that, because tomorrow's Friday, and I definitely plan on getting on and having some wins with you guys. Hopefully grab some dubs and some duos and some squads, and maybe get a couple crown wins and do some challenges, and unlock some more of that battle pass. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate you. Get some rest. God bless. You know what time it is. Istro time, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow about 9 o'clock Eastern time, maybe a little earlier. Later. Have a good night.